Hello and welcome everybody to this week's VAU Mic Check. Now, I have a little bit of bad news. I'm sorry to have to bring this up, but Sylvia Amarito is actually going to have to be pushed back probably until next year. She's got plenty of, she already has a commitment for Monday afternoons, and she's unfortunately not going to be able to join us. But she has said to follow up with her. She's really interested in joining. We'll just have to find somebody else. We'll let you know exactly when we have a new special guest. But today we're going back to our usual mic check. We have our primary reads where everybody goes ahead. We go through, we find a nice pattern to everything. Then we'll make sure during these initial reads you listen to what's going on. You listen to things that sound right, that don't sound right. Just take notes this whole time. Then we'll go ahead and have a group discussion, and we'll go back in for reads and critiques. So without any further ado, Dan has volunteered to go first. So Dan, whenever you're ready, go for it.
Had to get a drink first.
No problem.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
All right. Who's going next?
Go ahead, Michael.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to try to spoil any of the future reads, so. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected. All right, who is going next? Who is he? Richard, you're going next.
Alrighty. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. How about Leonard?
Okay. Let's see. I have to go back to the screen and make sure I'm actually talking here. You guys hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can.
I usually print the scripts, but this time I didn't get around to it. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Okay, who's going next?
Let's go Sherry.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. I'd like to hear from my friend Goldie.
Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We are a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected. Can I reread that last sentence?
Nope,
Yes.
that was your read.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. These are dry reads, but this is a good time to go ahead and take notes. Remember what you heard. Remember what sounded good, what didn't sound good, and make sure to, think about that when we get into the discussion phase.
Well, I stumbled on team and that used all my...
No worries. No worries. We have a time for the directing. That's okay.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and let us know who's next?
Alan.
Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. And who hasn't gone? Nathan, have you gone?
Not yet. Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. And John.
If you're speaking, John, we can't hear you.
He hasn't turned it on yet.
Oh, okay.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
All right. Is that everybody? That's everybody.
That's everybody.
All righty then. So, what did everybody think of the reads? What were some things that you noticed that were commonalities, some things that people did over and over again throughout the different reads?
It seemed to me like several people were putting almost a period after the service and before the above and beyond.
Okay. Anything else? Got it. All right.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking, well, I'm not sure how to phrase it. It's not that everybody did it exactly the same. I just think we need to practice our list. Every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation.
Well, I still think that there's some that there was a common delivery theme that at least I heard, and of course, like I always mention, you can disagree with me if you know you feel that I'm overstepping or misstepping, but to me, what it sounded like was like an introduction video. Like if you go into a building and suddenly they're playing this on like the front screen, when this is a commercial. This is definitively a commercial.
Oh.
So the delivery was for a completely different medium.
Yeah.
Did anybody else get that? Like if you go into like this SG Home Care building that has maybe, you know, a bunch of displays and whatnot telling everything they do, like that's kind of the delivery.
I thought it was a
yeah, so did I.
entry delivery.
That's how I read it.
Yeah, so
well, I'm going to blow your mind with this one. It's time to have some fun. All right, let's talk about the audience for this specifically.
Sure. Okay. So hold on, Michael. So this is a commercial.
This is a commercial.
Okay, because I didn't see that anywhere.
I don't see it either. I still don't see it.
I think it could go. So what I'm saying is it would be helpful to me if, and I think for our group, I mean, if I was getting a script, they would tell me whether it's a commercial and how it would be used. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, we did
this
title
is obviously
this
TV,
commercial.
so this is obviously TV then.
There's a video. Yeah.
Yeah, I took it as being the beginning of orientation for a new hire.
Okay. Well, that would have been labeled as corporate or
Mhm.
E-learning.
training, e-learning.
Right.
But
a
this
corporate.
is, yeah,
Right.
we did
Okay.
title this one as commercial. So,
Right.
I didn't even
Okay.
look.
I don't see where it's titled commercial.
well, we
but-
didn't, so it's actually on the Facebook page. If you check
never
Oh,
saw it
okay,
there.
okay.
it out.
I mean,
okay.
Mic check.
So
I
I
didn't even
didn't,
look.
I didn't connect those dots from.
It does seem like a commercial in that it's basically saying why they're worthwhile, but it seems more like one of those video commercials where,
Well,
be
yeah.
more than the road,
Yeah.
be the freedom of
But
the
that's
road.
fine. So Michael fixed it, and it's commercial. So
Yeah.
so we can go ahead and work on our
But let's go
commercials.
ahead. So there we go. There we go. It is commercial, definitive.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
We believe you. So, Mike, let me ask you before we get too much further. Is it possible that you left the direction off for a reason?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I always do.
I thought so.
The only time he puts direction on is for
Here's the
character.
Here's the thing. Because, again, this is a practice group. And I leave those off so you have a chance and an opportunity to try to think a little bit deeper into the script. So the point of leaving the direction off until later is specifically to see how much you will actually read through, dig into it, and find out what's going on. Answer the questions of who am I talking to? Who am I in this? How should I deliver it? What is this for? What's going on? The things that'll help you break down specifically the kind of delivery you need to have for this particular script. So let's go ahead and start answering for ourselves some of these questions. So who is the audience for this script?
Literally somebody looking for home care, looking for someone to take
And
care
home care.
of an elderly person.
Of a
I
loved
would say
one.
it's the family member, actually.
Mhm.
The family member who's
Yeah.
hiring somebody to take care of their older mother or father that they can't take care of, and they're feeling kind of guilty that they're hiring somebody. And we're here to assure that we're the kind of people that will care for your father or mother and will give you something that is above and beyond, something more than you could even do. So you're helping your father.
Yeah, so Golda, think sorry, go ahead.
I also see that it could also be targeted at like the nurses community themselves as a hiring commercial.
In a sense, what I see, and I see commercials like this on a daily basis running through one of our morning talk shows. And, like the Place for Mom or cancer treatment centers or the spinal thing. It's similar in nature to those style of commercials. And I see a lot of these when I'm running television in the morning.
So while, Dan, I do see where you're coming from, how this could potentially be a recruitment commercial. I think more so than anything else with the message that it's telling, if you read through what the message really is, it's going for the people who are trying to care for those in need.
Yes.
Like this is specifically for them.
Oh no, I wasn't arguing with that. I just I saw another answer on that. So
and I thank you for that, but I'm also trying to focus us a little bit more because I didn't provide enough information, and I'm sorry for that. But it's to promote healthy discussion. That's the whole point.
Well, this is healthcare, right?
So, all right, let's go ahead and agree, if I may, that the directed audience is people caring for those in need. Not necessarily professionals, but people in a situation where they have to care for, say, an injured loved one or a sick loved one or an elderly loved one.
So maybe thinking in terms of they have to make sure their loved one is cared for.
There you go. Yes.
Yes. They're trying to access the best care for their loved one.
People who want to buy home medical equipment and services.
There you go. Yeah. Now, think about somebody who might be in that situation. What would they be feeling?
Worried?
They would be feeling quite emotional. I remember when my father had cancer and my mom had to take care of him, and the worse it got and as it went up in stages, there was more she needed help with. So it's along the lines of a situation like that where there's a lot of emotion involved. It's very hard, and they really need someone that actually is showing that they care about your situation. You know?
Yeah.
They want to make sure that you're cared for.
And they also are looking for someone that is competent and trustworthy, because you can have a situation where they've already hired some home care services and the service was really bad.
Yeah.
There you go.
They want something that's going to make them feel like they've made the right choice for this loan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it's
in that
not
situation-
quite a hospice.
Yeah.
No.
In that
No, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
I'm totally kidding.
Are we done?
Probably.
We can be done. We can be
And
done.
they're afraid that if they mess it up, it's going to be hospice soon.
So in that kind of
The
situation,
hospice ad comes after this one.
If you didn't
Yeah.
hire SG Home Care, you can call on us next.
You have one foot in the grave. You want to go with
With dignity.
Oh. Yes, I've been doing that.
Sorry, not sorry, Michael. This is fun.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, I think this is the home care we're calling for Dan when his lungs finally give out on him, if he doesn't quit those cigarettes.
Oh, sorry.
Speaking of Dan, I think he's up first.
Well, hang on, we're not quite done. We're not quite done. We're not
Just
quite
trying to
done.
help. you.
Now we get to mark up our script.
Just trying to
Yeah,
help.
now we have to focus on our delivery. Now we have to focus on us. So if you're talking to somebody like that, or let's say draw on a situation for yourself where you've drawn your own life experiences, if you have that. You're in a situation where you have to care for a loved one who can't care for themselves, and it is kind of serious. It is pretty serious. It's pretty dire. How would you want to be spoken to in that kind of a situation? What would you want to hear?
Trust.
Reassurance.
Lots of
Not
reassurance.
authority,
and-
but
Compassion.
Yeah, exactly.
warmth
Yeah.
and competence.
Okay.
Because you want to know that they're going to do the right job, but that they care.
Competence, trust, reassurance.
So like a doctor or a nurse with excellent bedside manner.
Yes.
Where does that excellent bedside manner come from, though?
Compassion.
Compassion.
Okay. Anything else?
Empathy.
And that they're doing the right thing.
I was going to suggest confidence. Because think about it. In this kind of a situation, when things are really up in the air, let's say you are speaking to a doctor and they've seen this 100 times before, they will speak directly with you about exactly what's going on. And it's really, oftentimes in a really chaotic and hectic situation, when you're speaking with somebody who has a level of confidence in that situation, it's much easier to approach it, right? If they're in authority and they're totally, they know what's going on. They've let me know. It may not be the best news. It might not be the worst news. Who knows what the news may be? They know what's happening. They're able to tell me. They're able to tell me exactly what I need. I can now handle this a little bit better, right? So that warm, empathetic reassurance, the professionalism that we were talking about, all of that is rooted in confidence.
In confidence, yeah.
If your house is burning, you don't want your firefighter being like, maybe you should go that direction. It looks safe. I don't know.
Not the guy next door.
Right? Right? If your house is on fire, you want them to say, okay, get out to the street. We'll take care of this.
Yeah.
That's much more reassuring. That's much more clarifying.
So not too much warmth, because if there's too much warmth, it can sound sort of...
If there's too much warmth, it can sound syrupy.
Yeah.
It can sound really, really like overdone.
Yeah, because I was trying to convey warmth and care, but I think I probably pushed it too far on that.
So the other thing is this also, there was a lot of, let's go ahead and zone the performances. So zone 1 would be, close in, would be quiet, intimate, careful. Zone 2 is normal speaking. It's about mid-length away from the microphone, but that's normal delivery. And Zone 3 is back over here. It's a little bit louder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of everybody was in Zone 2. I think this would really lend well to a Zone 1 sort of read.
Mm-hmm.
Close in, a little hushed, a little quieter, almost whispering a little bit, but quiet and confident. Does anybody disagree with that?
That is definitely a way to go on that.
Worth a shot.
I think Michael really likes Zone 1 in general.
That's
Zone
where
1
Michael. That's where Michael lives. Michael lives in Zone 1.
Michael lives right here. He just wants
He
the
does.
microphone to be right in his mouth.
With the microphone.
Wow,
He's
that-
always
that
very
just-
caring and
That
sensitive
just
and
turned weird.
Well,
And-
I did a character.
very confident, very confident as he tries to wrangle the rest of us at the VAU mic check.
Well, I'm
Yes,
also
but
trying to show you a different opportunity. Maybe a different zone you haven't used. Who knows? It could work out better than you think.
No,
So
It-
if I record from
it's
back
a
here, you guys are okay with that?
Michael, I think it's a compliment to you that you have that is part of your signature sound. I really think so.
Yeah, we're just going to call you Whispering Michael.
Whisper,
Mike
whisper.
Whisperer. Anyway,
Yeah, I think there's nothing at all wrong with doing it Zone 2. It's a style choice. But what do I know?
well, Zone 2 for this one. It could potentially broach into the more salesy feel.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because here's the difference. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. 2. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients.
But what if you put more smile in your Zone 2?
That zone sounds.
See, that's the.
corporate.
Oh,
We could try it both ways.
yeah.
Michael,
I was thinking
After all,
you-
we are doing a
Michael,
workout here,
I
so we
wanna hear
can
Zone
try it
1
both
again.
ways.
address right to the mic and not side address.
Yeah, I was thinking you deliberately don't want the smile in there, because if you have smile, then you're the guy next door, and if you dial down the smile, then you're the confident, authoritative person.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients.
Dan, you're scaring me.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, again,
Who was that?
we can
Yeah,
try
see,
this-
I can't.
I think
I'm not-
I vote for trying it both ways if we want. I mean, we're going to get to our reads and we can play and experiment
we'll
a little.
go
And
ahead and
definitely
do
we should do Mr. Montez's suggestion of Zone 1. Of Zone 1.
Now,
I would say that you might go out a little bit after the. I mean, like maybe.
yeah, I'm not saying like be right on top of your microphone. No, like definitely a little closer.
Hmm?
Not
Sure.
generally conversational. This is, I mean, medical difficulties like this are definitely a difficult topic in people's lives,
Hmm?
and there's a certain amount of
Yeah.
there's a certain amount of respect that needs to be in a delivery for something like this, like for local hospitals and things like that. I actually auditioned for a local hospital spot that was actually on a little bit more of the inspirational side, actually. So these could very much so widely vary in their delivery styles. So I just wanted to throw out the idea of maybe Zone 1ing it.
Mhm.
But of course,
That's what we're
we can try
that's
to-
what we're here but that's what we're here to do is to experiment and throw
Absolutely.
different ideas out. And
and I'm always open to people disagreeing with me. I'm always
Sure.
open.
I've noticed
There's
that two or
nothing
three
wrong.
guys in here that have a particular boom with their mic have already readjusted, including myself.
Well, I'm
No.
at a desk.
so we can try. We can always try it, and definitely it's good to be able to try these different things because you could say, "Well, I think it works better in Zone 2," and then when you're in a directed session and they say, "Hey, we want you up closer on that mic, and we want you to be more intimate," you're going to have to do it whether you think you like it or not because that's what you're supposed to
Yeah.
do.
And there's no harm in doing one read zone 1, one read zone 2, and then comparing them.
Now, let's go ahead and talk about the actual verbiage, like the wording itself, the places to put emphasis, to bracket off, let's go ahead and go through that.
Okay.
So, let's take the first sentence. In the two decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. All right. Where should we put our emphases? Where should we make what should we make it more important than anything else?
Well, definitely
Obviously,
SG Home Care.
Okay.
Yep.
Home
And
medical equipment.
Equipment and services.
Maybe not so much.
provided
No?
More
has provided.
than 500,000 patients is a big
So
deal.
yeah,
And
this
20
is
years, 2
sort of-
decades.
yeah. So what you're doing right now is establishing the credibility of SG Home Care.
2 decades, SG Home Care, more than 500,000.
Yeah.
2
That's what I
decades
got.
since its founding. It's been around, it's not a short period of time. Yeah, SG Home Care has provided home because you can find plenty of places that'll provide home medical equipment and services.
Okay.
Even though that yes, that is what it's selling, and maybe we can try putting a little bit of emphasis on there. I just don't think it's quite as important as the establishing shot that this first sentence is. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. Like, you're
We've been
establishing
doing this for a
credibility.
long time, and we've cared for a lot of people.
Exactly. This is nothing new. We've done this a lot. We are trustworthy. So then, let's go down. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. What should we be doing with that? How would we?
So
how
we've
would
got
we-
a list.
Dan, Dan, Dan.
Very
Thank you,
exact.
Dan. Thank you, Dan. Anybody else here, Dan?
Yeah, but I didn't know what it meant.
I didn't hear.
NBC.
Oh,
Yes,
Dun,
NBC.
dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Yeah, that was what I
Okay.
meant with varying the
Yeah, the different pitch. The
decisions
Yeah.
or
Yes.
5, 3, or whatever you want to put it. 1, 6,
Yeah.
4, however you want to write it down.
Although
Yeah.
there are 4 of them.
And that's okay.
But the
Okay.
same
Dun,
thing.
dun, dun, dun.
That was what I was. Yeah.
Well, you usually want to end off where you begin. So
Yeah.
like with every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation.
Yeah.
You want to start somewhere, go up, mid, back to where you started.
Yep. That was.
And then I think that last little bit of it, our mission is clear, should definitely be one of those things that needs to be emphasized a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regardless, through whatever it is that we do, we've handled this.
Well,
500,000 patients.
I'm going to argue with you on that because I think
Okay.
the mission is clear is setting up for the next sentence, and that's where the emphasis need to be. We make sure the patient is taken care of.
I
see what I mean?
agree with that, and I think that putting a little, I'm not saying like really bump it up, but definitely putting some emphasis on our mission is clear. Regardless of all of that, we still focus on this one thing, and I'm going to introduce that one thing in the next sentence. So actually, we're more in line than I think you might believe. I absolutely agree with that.
Okay.
Now,
I want to put a semicolon instead of a period there.
do it then. If that feels more right, if that'll help you make the delivery better, do it. Change the punctuation.
Because our mission is clear isn't a complete statement. It's not a finished concept until after we make sure the patient is taken care of.
Well, we make sure is the description of what that. It explains what our mission is clear. Okay, what is it clear about?
Yeah,
It's
like I said,
clear.
it's not a complete concept.
Yeah.
That's what I think Alan was talking about. That's what it's doing, and I like this. It's
Setting
set up for the very next sentence.
Yeah.
Our mission is
it's a wrap.
clear, and this is what it is.
I mean, for me, I see that period as a colon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
colon is what
Yeah.
I think too.
Colon, semicolon. I think the reason why they put the period there is because that's where a break in the scene is going to be placed.
Probably.
So I think that's sort of like a device for the actor to take a slight break while they shifted the scene to maybe some people in the uniform actually around, some old person in a bed, smiling, and that whole we
That's-
care about you.
As
that
they're
makes
getting their
sense.
catheter changed.
Yeah.
That actually makes
totally
sense.
Yeah. So,
But it still shouldn't be the end of the
Yeah, no.
sentence there.
You're right. You're absolutely right, because it is an incomplete thought. But I think that's just an editing device. That's my thought about it.
I mean, it is technically a complete sentence, but
Mhm. But it is a complete
Yeah, but
sentence,
it's not a complete thought.
Yeah, it's not a complete thought. So, yeah, that's an establishment. You're basically leading up. Our mission is clear, and that period isn't actually supposed to be a colon, but whatever. They wrote it as a period. We do, right? So then the next one, we make sure the patient is taken care of. Where should the emphases go there? What's the importance of that sentence?
The patient.
Okay.
Care.
The patient is taken care of.
Think about it. You just listed off a whole bunch of things that are on somebody's to-do list who works here. They could take care of all of those things about doing a delivery, making a phone call, making a decision, or handling a situation. Those are things they can take care of. But the whole idea
the patient is taken care
is
of.
make sure the patient is taken care of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still see it as
taken care
I
of.
still kind of see it as the patient is taken care of.
The thing is it doesn't work with the establishing shot.
Yeah.
So the establishing shot is with every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. Versus with every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of.
We want it on the patient.
Somewhere.
If we're punching, if we're emphasizing care more, then it sounds weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be patient.
The patient
Mm-hmm.
has to be in whatever your key phrase is.
Yeah,
Whether you're
exactly.
focusing on that, even though it's a phone call or a situation, we're focusing on the patient being taken care of, or if we're trying to provide assurance that not only are we going to take care of the patient, but we're going to make sure that the patient's taken care of. It depends on which way you want to go.
So don't say this, but just in your mind, substitute your mom for
Yeah.
the patient,
Yeah.
because that's what the listener's going to hear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
The whole idea behind that is regardless of everything we do, we care about who you've hired us to care about. That's basically the message. That's the story.
yeah.
Yeah.
That we make sure the patient is taken care of. Regardless of all of this stuff, yes, we could have all of these things going on at once, but our main focus is the patient. And that's why you should hire us, because other places, and that you can even reverse it. What they're basically saying is you hire anybody else, they're just going to take care of the checklist. They're not going to care about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what they're accusing the person, what they're accusing everybody else of.
Yeah.
That's like,
Or they're not paying enough attention to all the little details.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So the main important part is that the patient is taken care of throughout the entire process. That's the main point. That's the focus. We are a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected.
So are
I
we
think there are a
NBC
couple things that
here?
need to be bracketed off in here. Some ideas that need to be stuck together.
I think deliver personalized quality attention is bracketed together,
Mhm.
and service
I agree.
above and beyond what's expected.
Absolutely.
are
I
also
agree with that
together.
entirely.
I was thinking bracketing quality attention and service.
Since they're punctuation.
I
Well-
heard several people taking that break, quality attention and service, bump,
Yeah.
above and beyond what's expected, and it sounded very odd.
Mm-hmm. Because that's not how the phrase goes.
Yeah, because it's personalized
above and
quality
beyond.
attention. Yeah. So you can you can have attention that is above and beyond what is expected, but I think that's the qualifier for the service.
Yeah.
Like basically what they're assuring is that regardless of what happens, we are going to be focusing, we're going to be working really, really hard to help take care of your loved one.
On the
You
other
don't
hand, the
just get
service is
attention.
also personalized, isn't it?
Sure,
Yeah.
but that's going to sound amateur if you put that pause there. If you when you're breaking where they obviously didn't put, if they wanted us to break there, they'd give us a comma. The copywriter would give us a comma.
You could do this. You could potentially do this two separate ways, actually.
Okay.
Here is you could bracket personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected, or you could bracket personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected. So the way that would sort of break down, the first way would be,
so you're saying
so quality and attention are two separate thoughts?
That doesn't make sense because the personalized.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're all talking. Personalized quality, I think is specifically describing the attention, the kind of attention they're giving.
Yeah, what I'm suggesting is that personalized and quality could also describe both the attention and service.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Driven to deliver personalized quality, attention and service above and beyond what is expected.
Yeah. You could
so you put the comma. Okay, so you would put a comma after you're bracketing personalized quality, attention, and service, and then okay, I get it now. I thought you were putting more comma. Never mind what I thought. I'm like, God, why are you putting another space there? Yeah,
it could technically be. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected. Or what I think Leonard was going for was, we're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected.
Yeah.
Okay. I also see it another way. I just want to throw this out there. Deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. Personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Okay.
Yeah. I get my reaction here is that personalized quality attention doesn't do squat for you unless it's combined with service.
Yeah.
That's also what I was. Yeah, I agree with Leonard there.
Yeah, the punctuation lends itself to the personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected, but my mind sort of thinks that personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected is the better way to go.
Yeah, move the comma from personalized to service.
Getting rid of the Oxford comma, which I think is a dreadful mistake.
So to deliver
quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected.
To deliver personalized quality attention and service, comma,
above and
beyond what's expected.
That's where I think Leonard was going. That's what I was seeing as well.
Yeah.
So
no, I see that now. That's good.
Yeah.
I guess my default though is like when I do my first pass, is I always stick with whatever they put there.
Okay, so if we're separating this instead of bracketing it, what would be the emphasis?
Yeah, and this is the landing sentence.
Yeah,
this is the end of the
this really ties everything together. So I think it's, if I may be difficult about this, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, you can
starting with we're
personalized quality, attention, and service above and beyond what is expected. Like the whole thing is sort of like that final, ultimate, this is what we're offering. This is who we are. So,
and this is what I'm telling you we're going to do.
Exactly. If I can be that difficult about it, I would say that the entire final sentence needs its own sort of emphasis to it, the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on, I almost could see this as having a third reading, which is to not have, to have the whole personalized quality, attention, and service above and beyond what is expected as a whole bracketed thing, if the draft will.
Well, the only reason why
you're going to have to pause there somewhere, just because it's too not only
that's why the comma's after service,
but because it's such a long phrase with so much crammed into it, we're not giving our viewer time to process what we're telling them. So we have to take a pause in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Let me
personalized
give you two reads
quality,
really quickly.
attention, and service above and beyond what is expected. I would put the brackets around quality, attention, and service,
Yep.
and then above and beyond what is expected.
Yeah.
We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality, attention, and service above and beyond what's expected.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To
That's what
deliver.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, I
reading.
guess it's more of an inflection shift, or whether you continue the same feel as the previous bracketed thing. If
Yeah, well, the only reason,
We're a team
again,
driven to
like I would
deliver
put,
personalized quality.
the only reason why I would suggest putting the brackets in is to keep the ideas together, so you
Yeah.
don't put in weird pauses in places that
Yeah.
there shouldn't be. So I
Yeah.
think it's okay to have a little pause between in between service and above.
yeah,
So personalized, quality, attention, and service above and beyond what's expected.
yeah,
I keep saying what's. That's a mistake on my part, or what is instead of what's.
yeah. What's
I'm having
yeah.
some problems.
I guess I still feel like that middle section is the one that gets ever so slightly more emphasis. The personalized quality, attention, and service. You know?
Mhm.
No?
Actually, you're right. That could be the thing that you really slow down and punch a little bit more.
Yeah.
We're a
So
team
that's
driven
where
to
you would
deliver
go.
Quality,
We're a team.
attention, and service.
Because if I were saying this to someone, that's where I would look up into the person's eyes on those four words dropping me.
Personalized quality, attention, and service. Quality, attention, and service above and beyond what's expected. So we're a team driven to deliver personalized quality, attention, and service above and beyond what's expected.
Mhm.
That actually sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're delivering those things, but we're doing them better than anybody else and more than you would think.
Yeah. I mean, the
Man,
whole
that
thing
was
is
some
about
good
how
discussion we got going. Sorry,
Mhm.
go ahead.
I mean, the whole thing is about how we have experience and we're personalized. So it's
Mm-hmm.
driven to do personalized quality attention, because we're doing attention to detail and making sure that everything happens, and service because we're providing a service to you, and then we cap it off with above and beyond what is expected.
Well, how about we go back into the reads and go for it?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let me turn off my fan.
Stan's gonna have to go soon.
No, I had to turn off my fan. Because it annoys me too.
You're probably hearing it more than we are.
Yeah, probably.
We're filtered by your pop filter.
Okay, so we're doing zone 1.
Go ahead, give zone 1 a try. Well, we might have you do zone 2 just to try it.
Because of my voice.
No, we'll see.
Do what you
We'll see what
want.
happens.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and service for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. I didn't like it.
Well, that's not your call, remember.
Yeah.
That's everybody else's. Speaking of which, opening it up, what did you all think?
So it's equipment and services. You did
Equipment.
singular.
Equipment
Yeah.
and services.
Yeah, you
and
said
ser-
equipment and service.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I would-
my wire was blocking the S, I guess.
And I made note of that. And the other thing I saw is you went, we're a team driven to deliver personalized yada, yada, yada. You had a pause there after the deliver, which seemed a little odd.
Okay, he went
13.
Seinfeld on it. Yada, yada, yada. Okay.
Yeah. I would like to hear it. Hi, doggy. I would like to hear it again in zone 1, Dan. I'm not sure why you didn't like it.
Okay. I guess it's just me hearing myself.
Yeah.
Let me do it without my headphones.
Yeah, do it.
I was going to say
Did
take
you-
off the headphones.
Did you catch anything else, Michael?
I was just going to say also, don't be afraid, since you're getting up close to the mic, don't be afraid to get a little quieter too.
Oh, I was quiet. I was damn near whispering. All right. I'm going to take my headset off this time and see if I can do it better. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. Oh my goodness. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Yeah, I think that was better. I think that was more natural and intimate than your first Zone 1 read. One thing I do notice is in the beginning, in the 2 decades since its founding, I would like to hear it more as a comma as opposed to a period after founding. It's like you're kind of landing there since its founding. And I would like to hear it more as a continuation. Hey, there's good stuff coming up here.
Yeah, you're ending the idea at founding. You're ending on a down note, and that's sort of like cutting the sentence in half.
Yeah, it felt a little, the start felt a little flat to me, like in the 2 decades since its founding.
Mm-hmm. And I think the flat is because of how you're landing there. So instead of in the 2 decades since its founding, maybe in the 2 decades since its founding, we're continuing the sentence.
Yeah, I would kind of highlight the decades a little more. In the 2 decades since its founding.
Instead of the 2.
Yeah,
the
that's
2
actually what we
decades since its
discussed.
founding.
Yeah.
I would do 2 decades. It's 2 decades is 20 years. That's a lot.
And it sounds even bigger because they're using the word decades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
okay,
I wouldn't separate 2 from decades. Me
Yeah.
personally, I would say I would have the emphasis both.
I'm actually going to try it separating the 2 from the decades. I want to see how it
Do
comes
it.
out because decades alone sounds like a lot of time, and they're not going to necessarily hear the 2, but it's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
The emphasis on decades.
Do it.
Maybe that'll help. It doesn't sound too salesy, hopefully.
Well, we'll see. Give it a try. Go for it.
In the 2 decades since its founding. In the 2 decades, no, it's got to be together.
That first one that you did sounded good. That you were continuing the sentence and everything.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home. I did a period again.
It just
In the
shortened
2
gap.
decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
My only critique to that would be to go ahead and slow down just a touch, and I think you'll really have it. Another thing is when you start off your list, remember, the NBC tone starts low. You immediately start the list high. What I mean by that is you go with every phone call, delivery, decision, with every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation.
Okay.
You go with every
Yeah,
phone
I
call,
caught myself doing that too. I
delivery,
stopped myself.
decision, or situation. Yeah, we want to go 1, 6, 4, 1.
Okay, slow it down.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I messed up the NBC, but
That's okay. That's why we're here.
so without the 2, it sounded pretty good.
Yeah. You started off really strong.
All right. Anybody else?
No, it sounded good.
All right. In the 2 decades since its founding, In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment. SG Home Care is, oh my goodness. Water. I actually do have water in here.
Take a deep breath. You can do it. Take a deep
I
breath.
feel the stuff building in the back of my throat. That was
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Need
bad.
the water.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. Oh no. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. I punched the end at the end there. I heard it.
Well, at least you caught yourself.
Yeah, I didn't
But-
hear that much of a punch in it, but I still heard you rushing through it. Did anybody else hear him kind of rushing a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. Especially toward the end, he got a little bit too hurried to get done.
Yeah, he started out great and then kind of put the foot to the pedal.
At the very end of it, or just like
Yeah, at the end.
we're a team driven to deliver?
Yeah, you really started picking up the pace right at that point.
Okay. I'll pick up right there then. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service. We're a team driven. Yeah, I can't catch
It's okay,
myself. I
just
catch
do it.
myself doing it now.
Just do it. Just do it.
We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Yeah, I think that would be a little
Sounds
better
like it's a little
cut.
faster.
I know.
yeah.
What did everybody else think?
That was slower than he did in the original read.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah, that won't be the one that would be tacked on.
Yeah, all in all, this is definitely supposed to be steady and careful. This is
Yeah.
supposed to be, deliberate delivery of information. And I think in general, you did a really good job with it. You really did
Yeah.
pick up on those mistakes. You really did take the
Absolutely.
direction well. The Zone 1 read sounded really good. Why don't you give us a Zone 2 read just for fun?
All right. So let's move my mic over. Wipe myself down real quick. Oh. Yes, I keep a towel in my booth.
Hey, man, good old Texas heat.
Good for
Go do
you.
it. All right, so zone 2.
Zone 2.
I'm
regular
gonna
speak.
I'm gonna go natural accent for this. Just
Do it.
in the 2 decades since it's that was a little bit more than my natural accent.
It's fine.
In the 2 decades since it, wow, what am I pulling?
You
In the
know
2
what?
dec-
Hey,
you know what?
I'm sorry, Dan. Hey, Dan, will you relax? Start at we're, start with the bottom line, and then go right back to the top. There you go.
We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. I
You know
caught
what?
it again.
No, don't even worry about that. Actually, that with the regional feel, I think it sounded actually a lot better. I think you really started relaxing and falling into a good pace and a good feel about
Mhm.
halfway through the script. What did anybody else catch that? Did anybody
Yeah,
else?
yeah, I can.
I
can
agree with that.
That was a.
That,
I like
that had
the
great-
start at the end and loop thing. That was nice.
Yeah, I would say if you really wanted to do like an absolute go ahead and send that take in sort of take, just do that loop one more time, especially from the middle with every phone call. Just do it through there and then start back over, because from that point with every phone call, as soon as you hit that, your pace slowed to a very regular, normal, but very reassuring sort of that like we were talking about, the confident,
I
quiet.
started a bit fast on that one.
It was a little bit quick. but you did slow down to the right pace, and you did bring your energy to the right feel of the whole thing. Like from that point on, you read.
And then just basically just keep on reading through it. Read it
Go
once
right
and then read
back
through
in,
it after.
And then go back
keep
up.
that flow going.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home and medical equipment. I said "ander." In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. Still sound a little fast, didn't it?
I think you're overthinking it now.
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, I would just relax and enjoy it.
Yeah, put the headphones down altogether. Just lean into it.
All right. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients.
Good read.
Very good read.
Yeah, the coming back actually did slow me down. I heard it myself.
Yeah. There you
You
go.
feel it too,
Steady
didn't you?
throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, no, that was a really good delivery altogether. Really, really good delivery.
Thank you very much, guys.
You done good. You can go whenever you'd like.
I need another beer.
You're dismissed now.
Yeah. Go away.
But if you could stick around and give us some critique, that'd be great.
I still got 5 minutes. I just need to go.
Yeah, you can help.
All right. I guess that's it's my turn now, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
It sounded almost like you were paying too close attention to exactly what you need to highlight and so forth, to the point where it almost didn't feel natural to me.
Mm-hmm. There were a couple places where you're over enunciating. More than 500,000 patients, and there was another place. Quality attention and service.
Okay.
The same thing in delivery and decision. It almost sounded like it was the same tone.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna catch. Is I
Oh,
didn't
yeah, with
see
your
them
list.
being in the list as much as I would have expected.
Okay.
I think Lena was right though. It looks like it sounded like you were trying to read.
Okay.
It sounded detached.
I'll muddy it up a bit.
That's the right way to put it.
Relax, just relax.
You're talking to somebody.
Yeah.
This is an exchange of energy.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
That was perfect.
Nice.
That was
better.
beautiful.
That was the zone one, Michael. We all love and admire.
I
Yeah,
actually felt like you were talking to me. So
yeah,
I had my head turned. I didn't want to read the script. It sounded like you were talking to me.
yep.
Yeah.
Great job.
The one really, really, really tiny thing that
Okay.
I saw there was I'd like a little more punch on the driven. We're a team driven to deliver. Yada yada.
Okay. Make the team a little bit more driven. All right.
But not much, just a little.
Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
More driven.
Yay.
Got it. Okay.
Cut and print.
I feel like I got tears in my eyes, man. I'm so proud.
It had
We're
the
very
exact, it almost had the exact feel of the Cancer Treatment Center commercials that I run every. It sounded really, really similar to that.
All right,
Good
zone 2,
job,
Michael.
Michael.
Thank you. Zone 2? Zone 2, Reed? Okay.
Nah, dude,
Yep.
zone 3. No.
Zone 3, Reed. All right.
Grandma!
2 decades since its founding.
Do a Gilbert Gottfried read.
Grandma, we're calling
I'll
SG Home Care for you, Grandma. Perfect.
All right, I'll do it Zone 2, Reed. We'll see what that sounds like. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
My personal preference is I like that one better than your Zone 1, actually.
I actually do too.
I like the Zone 1 better.
The zone 1 made me want to cry.
It depends. Zone felt very
Yeah.
sure.
I like the zone.
Was very warm.
Well,
So
yeah,
if they
zone.
wanted the warm feel, I would say the closer
Yeah.
one. If they want the assured everything's under control feel, then I would have gone with the Zone 2 one.
Yeah, personally, I like the zone 1, but they're both good. I'd say once Nathan's done editing and so forth, listen back to them both and see what you think.
The reason why I liked the Zone 2 read is that you really sounded knowledgeable
Mhm.
Yeah.
and professional.
For Dan, I like the.
You sounded like somebody that knows all the medical stuff I want you to know.
Yeah.
So that's why I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, I liked it because it
compared-
sounded like he was having a conversation of somebody who came into his office and was letting them know, "Hey, this is what we're going to do for you."
Yeah. But
I
it
felt-
was still
Okay.
friendly. Your Zone 2 was still friendly.
Uh-huh.
So that's, personal preference.
Okay.
Either way, you did a good job.
Oh, thank you. Well, anyway, moving on to
Richard.
Richard.
My turn.
All right, Richard.
All righty. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
All right, opening it up. What did everybody think?
The quality of your voice, Richard, is so nice for this spot.
Yeah, I've got the right equipment.
Yes, you do.
The above.
I-
Good. Sorry.
Oh, you might be sharing what I was going to share, so go ahead, Goldie, please.
I was going to say the above and beyond what was expected felt a little different than everything else.
That's what I was going to say too. You sounded, it was more like you went into reading just with that very, very last line, above and beyond what's expected.
I had an odd pause, and I heard it when I said it and went, "Oh, well, keep going." It just,
Yep.
it was
The
a
show must
tick.
go on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was I could tell it was, this didn't come out right.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, everything else was just beautiful. So you should do it again.
That was great. Do it again, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. We want that one. Make sure that's a cut. Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery decision, with every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
What didn't you like about it?
I didn't like it, except for the last one. I don't feel like I was talking to what I was considering my intended audience.
Okay. What do you feel pulled you away from that?
I need to concentrate more on who it was that I was talking to, and it was friendly enough. It was caring. I don't know. There was something that in my head didn't sound right. I don't know what to put a finger on it.
Well, why don't you try it again, but without headphones on?
Okay. Oh, wait, the headphones are on. Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected. That any better or different?
You really do have a natural quality of voice for this script, period. Like,
yes.
You were like, this script was written for you.
Yeah, I need to find more of those.
You get here doing the whole commercial campaign for these people.
Yes.
Well, believe it or not, I did do a read for an inpatient, what do you call them, where you go and...
An inpatient center?
Well, no, where you're going after you had surgery, they do that as well. Not convalescent.
Rehabilitation?
There you go, rehabilitation center.
Rehab center.
It was a weird deal. I walked in, I was referred to them, and they said, well, we don't have anything. And then they went, oh, wait, no, maybe we do. They finished writing it, handed it to me. The director never said, she didn't say spit. I guess I'm supposed to follow her. I read it once, recorded it twice, and they played it for like 6 months.
That is so cool.
Those are great jobs.
Nice.
I guess they liked it.
That's great.
Nice.
No, you sounded like you were over enunciating in a few points toward the end. A team driven to deliver personalized quality attention. So maybe like your brain is going, hey, Richard, that above and beyond line's coming up, so don't mess it up this time. And maybe that's throwing you.
What are you doing inside my head?
I'm driven to be above and beyond.
Yeah.
It's a plane. It's above and beyond.
Yeah, I would like to hear it again. First of all, just because we all enjoy hearing you read this, and but to see if you can smooth that end part out a little better.
Okay.
Please.
All righty. I'm going to turn my headphones off. I can leave them on, but I can just turn them off too. Okay, here we go. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Nailed it.
Print it.
That's your
Done.
money read right there. We're done.
That one felt good too.
Is that with 2 R's, Mr. Durrington? Because we're
Yes,
all
you
done
can make
here.
that check out too. And don't
That
forget
was
that number.
great.
It's BR549. Thanks, guys. You want me to do a
zone shift?
A zone
Yeah.
shifter? All right. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Yeah, I prefer the Zone 1 read personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
your case.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
No zoning out.
It seems to
Yeah.
vary from person to person which zone is better.
Yeah. You did a good job with Zone 2. You still
It
did a
sounded
good job with it, but Zone
Yes.
1 is good. Yeah.
Zone 2 kind of sounded like a commercial for Publix.
It was a little too cheerful for, hey, if you got somebody who's in a center and they're not doing their best, we're going to send someone right over.
Well, slap on that colostomy bag. You'll be okay.
A little seven.
Heathers with a smile.
Clean up in aisle 3.
You know, I didn't used to like the up close stuff, but I have been practicing and working at it a little bit. And I think for me, it works okay.
It works beautifully for you, Richard.
Yes.
Yeah. You definitely stick with the
Sounds
up-close stuff.
great.
It really does work well for you.
Here I go giving Michael and calling him the whispering Michael Montez, and then what do I do?
There you are.
Hey, if it works, do it.
Oh, yes.
Whatever brings in a check, baby.
Exactly.
You can be neighbors in Zone 1.
Pays the bills.
Good. Thanks, folks. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Let's see. Leonard, I believe, was next.
Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
All right. What did everybody think?
In the second one, he had a phone call delivery. Needed a little break. It was with
yeah.
every phone call delivery.
Okay.
Yeah, you did
That's
rush
always-
through the list a little quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I did like the warmth and friendliness of your voice. You did sound a little clinical, though, in the middle.
Okay.
You,
well,
you were
kinda
warm,
wanna be
friendly, clinical, and then we went warm and friendly again. So we want
Okay.
to stay warm and friendly the whole time.
Okay. Anything else?
Go for it.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We are a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
we-
much. That
That
was
was
much
a
better.
fantastic read.
Throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah, you started out with that first paragraph, and I went, "Oh, he's on a roll. He's moving now," and it kept a really good
Yeah.
pace throughout it.
Okay.
And in the intervening weeks since I've last heard you read, you've improved a lot too.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm-
was really good, Leonard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually started auditioning on Voice 1, 2, 3, and
There you
when
go.
you do a bunch of auditions, eventually
It really makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, you start falling into you start seeing the patterns and the scripts come up, and you start applying them more and more. And yeah, you did very well. You took the direction very well. It all turned out really good. It was a solid read.
Mhm.
So congrats.
Okay. Well, thank
Now,
you.
why don't we have a zone 2 just for fun? Because there's nothing more I could say about that zone.
To me,
That
that
one was
actually-
pretty good.
To me, that one actually was my zone 2.
Yeah, I was noticing you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still okay.
Then
Let's hear it. Zone 1 then.
Let's get up closer then.
There you go.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Okay. A little quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a little clinical again for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like more warmth again.
Yeah, basically
Okay.
just take your zone 2 read and just drop the volume.
Move it closer.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Just take the zone 2 read and drop the volume.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try it again. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
That was really good. That had a very straightforward and authoritative feel to it for that read, and I felt that really worked out with the script and with the subject matter.
Yeah, you dropped your volume, and that helped quite a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good read. Both of them were great reads.
Okay,
Excellent.
I'll take that.
All right. So what was it? Was Sherry next?
Sherry, yeah.
Yes.
think so.
Sherry, you're up.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality, attention, and service above and beyond what's expected.
See, why don't we hear you do zone 1 more? That was really, really nice.
Oh, well, thank you.
That had a really nice tone to it. My only little tweaks here or there would be when you started with we make sure the patient is taken care of. I don't think going way up in the register is a good way to start it. That really broke away from the rest of the field.
Okay.
Otherwise, that was a fantastic feeling throughout the rest of it. The vocal tone and quality was really, really good. And I don't know, you hit all the other points just fine. I think just, staying in the more professional zone, a little bit more of the professional zone when you start off, we make sure the patient is taken care of. You can go ahead and start off a little bit higher, but not as high as you did.
Okay.
I think, though, if you just pulled that back just a bit, buonissimo. Perfect.
Okay. I felt it was a little too much reading instead of conversation, kind of like Michael's first read.
Okay. I will try it again. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Okay, that moved away from professional and into the sales.
Okay.
You were a little quick on that one for whatever you
Maybe that's what it was. Okay.
It went to Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
All right.
It had that tone to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it did feel less like reading, but it did feel more like sales too. So
Okay.
half a goal accomplished, I guess.
I'll give it another shot here. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
All right. What did everybody think of that, Rita?
It's getting there.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite line in the whole thing was, I like the way you're reading the "we make sure the patient is taken care of." You have a little different lilt to it. And I really like that line. I still think you need to slow down just a hair, though.
Yeah.
Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
That sounded like you found it.
Yep, that's the one. You slowed it down just enough that then it became, "I'm here to help you" sound, and it was much more believable and didn't sound reedy.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
thank
Sherry,
you.
you sound really good in Zone 1.
Well, thank you. I'm moving into Zone 1 then.
You do.
We've
You
got
do.
a team going.
Okay.
With all the voiceover and the commercials that I keep hearing constantly, I swear, Zone 1 is so underutilized. And when you do hear it, I want you to listen. Like if you have TV and you're, especially with things like medical care and especially cars, like any car commercial, if you listen to it, you'll hear they have zoomed in. They are in Zone 1, and you'll hear that it really does make a big difference.
Especially in their TV ads.
Like I said earlier, I hear Zone 1 a lot during the TV ads for things like cancer treatment centers or the latest one for the spinal care stuff. And they're always right here, trying to sound warm.
We
want to care for you. We want to
Yeah.
help you.
Yeah, it's so underutilized because it can really be applied to many, many places, many, many things. But yeah, no, you sound great in Zone 1.
Well, thank you.
Keep that in your back pocket. Make sure to use that every once in a while.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Actually, Gold, I don't know why you muted. You're next.
Oh, okay. We're do Zone 2 for her, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's do
Give
it.
us
Doing
a
Zone 2. Zone 2. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, I'm going to start again. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Yeah, that definitely moved more into sales.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say much too much smile. Dial back the smile so you sound more authoritative.
Okay.
Yeah, but otherwise that definitely, I mean, it was a similar delivery to your Zone 1, but simply moving back and going back into a more normal tone of voice brought out more of the sales in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had that right here, Big Lots. We have oxygen tanks.
Big Lots Home Care.
Where the concerned shopper goes.
We got you, Granny.
The discernible
one-
choice.
This script definitely requires a little less of a smile and a little bit more of a serious tone to it.
Okay.
Some smile is okay in it, but if you do push that smile out a little too far, it does go right to sales.
Okay.
It's sort of a fine line between, allowing yourself a little bit of freedom, but definitely keeping it within that more serious tone. Because this is medical care we're talking about.
Sure.
People don't,
Sure.
normally people aren't involved in hospitals and medical care. The only way you're doing that is if something's going wrong.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm your friendly neighbor telling you how to do your home care.
Yeah.
Every phone call, delivery decision, our mission is clear.
Yeah.
Of course, there have been some of those rather weird catheter commercials that kind of had that feel to it.
Yeah. Well, you can hear miscasting like that. You can hear the bad deliveries like that, especially if you really listen to them and try to picture what's actually going on in the booth. You can hear that when it's a really good like healthcare or car or whatever other kind of explainer commercial, they're up close. If it's a real salesy, if it's a more salesy commercial, like when Cliff Zellman was with us. You remember he played us that really
For the
like
cars,
over-the-top truck, dealership one. That was totally zone 2 or even zone 3 of a delivery.
Yeah. And I've seen these healthcare commercials with, the guy that plays a doctor on TV, but he's not really a doctor.
Mhm.
Yeah. Go ahead and give us one more read, a little bit more serious.
Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
That's the take.
Yeah.
Yay!
That's the take.
I could feel the I care about this person on the other side of this.
Yeah. That is definitely
that
the take.
didn't have the salesy tone to it. That was much better.
And if you didn't want an alternate take 2, then go ahead, drop the volume, go into zone 1, and that would be perfect. That would
Okay.
be great too. So yeah, good job.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
As my catchphrase is, dynamic.
We need to give you one of those like cartoon, like comic book stickers, where it's like dynamic.
Oh, with the spangly signs. Yeah.
Spangly sign around the outside, just so you can have it like hanging up behind you, like in the corner here. Just
Oh, that would be so awesome to have in here. I'm going to find something like that.
Yeah, you just need to have it like hanging above or around your head, where it just says dynamic.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, why don't we go ahead and listen to Goldie?
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what is expected. Above and beyond what's expected.
So I got a little bit of distortion coming through on my end.
Okay.
But you didn't, from what I heard, you didn't really hit patient very hard. You sort of skipped over that whole thing.
Okay.
Make sure that the patient is taken care of. It was just sort of a benign sentence.
Okay.
When you definitely need to. We make sure the patient is taken care of.
Okay.
Remember, because they've got all these other things that they're taking care of, but the most important part is they're taking care of the patient.
Okay.
Remember the backhanded insinuation here. It's like nobody else is actually going to be taking care of the person. We do.
Yep.
Yeah, the distortion was really pretty significant. I mean, there's a whole lot of clicking going on there to the point where it was hard to actually focus in on your read.
Yeah.
So I don't know quite what the issue is
I
there.
don't know what it is. Let's see.
It sounds like it's network related.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
is
not.
somebody watching Netflix or
I
on
don't
YouTube
believe
or
they
something
show
like
me
that?
eating, I think, but
Yeah,
not sure
it,
what it is.
Yeah,
Let me-
it's
Okay, so now you're sounding okay,
Okay.
Goldie. And I would like to hear your sentences were kind of ending all on the same tone.
Okay.
So it kind of had this monotonous
Mhm.
feel to it.
Okay.
Like da 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 da. Even with your list,
Yeah.
I didn't hear much differentiation in your list. Is that a word, differentiation? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, but right now I don't hear you breaking up, so I would go ahead and read again.
Okay, let's give it another shot.
Okay.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. Hang on, can I start that again?
I don't know why you'd need to. You started off really well.
Yeah, that sounded
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
Okay.
really good.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Distortion aside, that was a really fantastic.
Yeah,
read.
that
was
was
really,
good,
really
Goldie.
That was,
Thank you.
yeah, that was one of her best reads. But the clicking and popping every time she would say something was a little distracting. But
Yeah.
It was.
well,
It was, but the performance still did come through anyway.
Yeah.
And I did hear the emphasis on patient.
Mhm.
You had a really good differentiation in your list. You were in the right emotional zone. You were in the right delivery zone. Just everything came together. That was a fantastic read.
Cool.
Yep.
One
Excellent.
little issue that I have there, it was we're a team driven to deliver personalized quality. There was a really long pause there between the deliver and the personalized. And it's
Okay.
easy for people to do since they're on separate lines,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but just something to be aware of.
Yep. Cool.
Well, your zone 1 read was fantastic. How about we hear zone 2 read?
All right. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Okay, I'm getting a call. I'm sorry. I have to step out. But I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, I
That
really
was
enjoyed.
yeah.
I enjoyed both of them, Goldie.
Mhm.
yep,
They had
you can
heart.
tell all your practicing is paying off. That was very nicely done.
Well, thank you.
They were reads with heart.
Good.
Yes.
You got me right when I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I mean, and also an excellent job getting around the technical issue because I mean, hey, we have that happen sometimes.
Yep.
I had one. It was a mic check, but it was an instance where I was getting latency enough to where I could hear myself within 2 to 3 seconds after I read. So I was hearing every word behind myself.
Oh.
And literally, I mean, I've got this thing with Uber Focus where I can just zero in on stuff, but it's like having to ignore me talking back to me.
Yes, that's really hard to do.
Yeah,
I've been
it's
on conference calls where I'm presenting and somebody has an open mic, and I'm like, no, please put yourself on mute because I can't talk
yeah.
with that echo going on.
It was one of those weird technical situations where, for some oddball reason, this is back when we were on Google Plus. We had I could hear everybody, or what was it? No, everybody could hear me, but I couldn't hear anybody else. So I ran my headphones into my tablet and was working the mic check from my tablet and my computer.
Yes. After it and went through the.
So, yeah. So I was I was in both places at once, and I managed to get through it. But boy, was it a lot of fun getting there. But you did a fantastic job. So.
Yay! Who's next?
I believe we have Alan next.
Yes, and I'm going to have to duck out because I have a bunch of people here who are Aren't you going to come now? I'm going to get my mic check.
Well, have fun. We'll see you next week.
It was good to hear you and see you, Goldie.
Good
Good job.
Good to see you, Goldie.
Endeavors and stuff.
Bye.
Bye for now. I'll just mute you and maybe I can come back.
So I'm going to admit to all of you that this will be probably my first real attempt at a Zone 1 read.
Well, that's why you're here, to try something new.
Yeah, so if I'm going to try it with anybody, it's with you guys.
Well, this is definitely going to be an eye-opening experience. When I first did a Zone 1 read, it was, it definitely made me think.
Yeah, well, I've been meaning to experiment with this whole idea of cozying up to the mic, so I think that this will be good.
All right, well, let's hear what you got.
All right. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Now, I will have to say that is a really good Zone 2 read. Just a little close to the microphone. It's something that helps define a Zone 1 read is basically being just barely above a whisper. So that's part of the warmth that comes through with the Zone 1 read, with getting close to the microphone.
You can try. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael.
No,
you can try imagining your microphone. You're moving up close to it. This is somebody's ear.
Okay.
Okay, so you would not be speaking in someone's ear if you're right here next to their ear. How are you going to speak?
Right.
Yeah, your microphone is very good at picking you up. Like any microphone you have, it's going to be very good at picking you up. There's a lot of really good quality microphones out there. I'm sure everybody on the mic check right now has a completely different microphone, and they're all doing a good job at picking you up. So hearing you is not going to be a problem. Have you ever been to like a restaurant or I don't know, a bowling alley or something where somebody has to do some sort of like overhead announcement and they're like eating the microphone just to try to be heard? Like,
Yeah, no, I hear you. Well, see, now in this case, I'm actually in my office, not my booth. So this is my practice mic.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I don't really have it set up to be so close, but I will do my best. So
scoot it up to the edge. Yeah, just above a whisper. You're definitely talking quietly.
Okay. Is this quiet?
Yes, that's good. That's good. Maybe even a little bit quieter if you wanted to. If you can handle it.
It's somebody's ear. You are talking
in
in your loved one's ear. Okay.
All right.
Like you're at the movies and you need to say something, right? You're at the movies and you don't want to bother everybody else around you. You're not whispering, but you're going to talk really quiet.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
That was beautiful.
That was really nice.
That was
Great job.
Great
Great
job.
job. Very good.
All right. Zone 1, who knew?
Remember that, because you can really use that. You've got a quality of voice that really lends itself well to those kinds of Zone 1 reads. That was really, really good.
Okay.
You can move in the neighborhood too.
Yeah, you can play with us in the Zone 1.
You know, I love this group. I learned so much from you guys.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
How did that feel for you?
Well, it's funny. Every time someone coaches me to do something new, it always feels a little weird at first. And then after I've done it, then it kind of becomes natural. Like I
clicks, right?
But it did feel odd doing it.
Well, the funny thing is you have this really cool advantage in zone 1 where slight fluctuations in your voice come out more. They're amplified more. So you really don't have to push your tone too high or too low to really communicate those changes. And your natural pacing it lends itself really well to this script. It's really, really good. And that zone 1 sort of quieter, very subtly inflected read was just absolutely fantastic. I want to hear it again. Can you do it one more time?
Zone 1?
Zone 1.
Okay, I'll do it again. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was great.
Bravissimo.
That was
Great
my
job.
favorite read so far.
Mhm.
Excellent. And I don't know if you guys remember when I first started with this group, but one of the things I've been working on in the past weeks is getting more I kind of sounded monotone the first time I was with the group.
A little bit, yeah.
And so I've been practicing every day. And so actually to get this feedback from you is really feels
Well, you did a fantastic job. Those the subtle inflections, the minor changes in tone, the way that you differentiated the list, it all lended itself really, really, really well. I would say if there wasn't the echo coming through because of the recording space that you're in, I would be convinced that was the take that they went with for the actual commercial.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And that's not hyperbole. I really mean that. Like your zone 1 reads.
It's really good.
It was the first time you did it. That zone 1 read is really, really good.
I'm going to have to try this.
Yeah.
Well, and I will try to get set up eventually to do this in my booth, because I know most of you are actually in a recording state.
Yeah. Now I have to fudge with a little bit of technology. That's why I'm in here twice, because in order to see what's even going on, I have to have my phone connected. I've got my iPad in here. Like literally, here, check this out. I have my phone looking back at us, doing this whole thing just so I can see what's happening. And then I have my iPad over here with the script on it, just so, I can see what's going on. So I don't have a screen in here. That's why I just keep quiet. I can't mute myself because I'm not in front of my screen or anything. But, it would also serve to really help you, because when you associate these different techniques and new things that you learn with your recording booth, those are going to be easier to tap into when you actually go in for a recording, because you've already done it in that space.
Sounds good. Okay. I will make that a goal for June sometime.
There you go. Whenever you can. I mean, it's only going to serve to help you.
Do we have time for zone 2 just to try it?
Yeah. Let's hear your zone 2 read.
All right. So now this one is just normal tone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Yeah, you see, that would be a great take 2 to send into them. Like if you had, your zone 1 as a take 1 and your zone 2 as a take 2, both of those are just different enough that they would be awesome back-to-back takes to send to somebody as an audition.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think what the zone 1 read did for you was help slow down and make the pace more conversational. And when you went into zone 2, you kept that same pace. So I thought that worked well for you.
Interesting idea. Okay, perfect.
All right, John.
Well, Nathan.
All right, Nathan. Sorry, I know that John's sort of under a little bit of time to rest too.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what just popped up in my head.
Well, John wants to take this first. That way he can.
No, go right ahead.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Nathan.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality, attention, and service above and beyond what's expected.
I hate saying this, but you kind of moved into movie announcer mode a little bit there during that read. Did anybody else get that?
Yeah, and I think it came from his pace was a little bit quick on it,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
I think that's what put it over the edge. And I was trying to put a finger on what did that sound like, and I noticed it was a little quick, but I didn't have a term for it.
Okay, I'll slow it down.
Yeah, there were a couple of spots with a little bit odd pausing or non-pausing, like it was in the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home. So that was a little odd.
Yeah.
You really jumped onto SG Home Care quick.
And then you had to
Okay.
pause after that, like, oh, I was supposed to stop there.
Gotcha. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients.
Okay.
With
I'm
every
gonna stop
phone
you there.
call-
I'm going to stop you there. You did it again. You put a space in a really odd spot. That comma is a good place to go ahead and allow yourself to pause, breathe, and then go into the next bit.
Got you. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients.
All right.
With every phone call,
Once again. Sorry.
Okay.
I know. But I'm telling you, go ahead and take that comma. Allow yourself some space there. You're running through and then you're having to take a breath after services because it's a lot to say at once. The comma will allow you some time to go ahead and start it upright, take your breath, and continue through. Because right now you seem to be running through and then stopping, taking a breath, and picking up and running through it again.
Gotcha.
Allow the script the time to breathe so you can breathe, man.
Okay.
It's important. You're a voice actor. You need to breathe.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided more. More of what? What have they provided more of? Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
All right.
Much better.
What did you all think?
Much better.
Yep, I thought that was better. He started out a little quick and then went oops and kind of slowed the pace down, and that helped immensely. I thought that was a lot better.
Yeah,
I do like your zone 1. I like your zone 1, Nathan.
Thank you.
Yeah, all in all, generally a really, really good delivery. Allow yourself to walk through the script. You're starting to run and then you're slowing down. Walk into it,
Yeah. And for zone 1, I took that stance that Nancy Wolfson always talks about.
Yeah, the bent knees. And
Yeah.
Yep. It helps.
And
You attacked the end with a little bit more aggression than you did professionality. It again sort of moved a little bit into that movie announcer feel, above and beyond what's expected. You know, you just above and beyond what's expected. You're just stating it.
Okay.
Don't end off on a curly Q, end off on the period.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Much better. Much, much better.
Yep, I like that way better.
Okay.
Yeah, Nathan, you got a good Zone 1 too. Zone 1 as well. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I was always told I have a nice, warm, and friendly delivery when I do this picture stuff.
Yeah, the Zone 1 really does pull that out.
Very good. I really like how you delivered the line. We make sure the patient is taken care of. You made it, the way you delivered it was very unique, but it was still appropriate.
See, initially, way early on, like when I was doing the animation, there was a lot of Zone 1 style stuff that I had to do. And I had to learn to deliver it without sounding ethereal.
Ethereal. Well, or getting
yeah,
fancy
well,
with the words.
I was doing voice of God stuff, so, you know, it kind of fits in that range. Okay, Zone 2. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Well, from what I managed to hear, thank you, Cord, I prefer your Zone 1 read.
Yep, me too. That was, it was too salesy. I don't know what else to, but yeah, I like the last one you did with the one.
The zone 1 is the best fit.
Okay, this is not a self-criticism, but see, I hear myself every day where I do spots on TV. So to me, Zone 2 felt like my FCC spot. Because that's exactly what my FCC spot sounds a lot less technical than the original FCC spot, because, you know, we're trying to make ourselves a little more community oriented, but that's what that felt like when I was doing that, at least to me, because I come to the end of it, I'm like, why, that sounds just like what I sound like every day at certain times of the day on TV.
Well, yeah, like I said, I think the Zone 2 would need a lot more modification, but overall, the Zone 1 reads were definitely better.
Excellent.
So once again, use that. Yay. Put that in your back pocket.
Oh, yes.
Pull it out when you need it. Okay, you can join us here in the Zone 1 group.
You should see what I can do.
Water's fun. Come on in.
Exactly. Don't worry, we don't have funky Kool-Aid. Anyway.
Wow.
So now it's John.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm going to come visit you guys in Zone 1.
Please do. We'd love to have you.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. For every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Okay, opening it up. What did everybody think?
Home was missed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Picky, picky.
And you also said for every phone call instead of with every phone call.
Well, I've only heard this thing about 73 times.
I know. You should get it right. And
Yeah.
and I think it does not sound warm enough.
To me, it sounded like Zone Zero. It's like came across really as mumbling to me.
Okay. I was trying to turn it down a bit, but
I think the delivery is just a little too flat.
okay.
Like you've got a good pace, and you've got a good volume. You just need to pick the tone up a little bit more.
Okay.
That could be.
Go for it.
In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided medical. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely the tone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. That had it wasn't flat anymore.
Just needed to wake up a little bit.
Yeah. Now the issue that I'm seeing is those lilts are coming back.
Oh,
Yeah, that random lilt assignment has been coming back steadily a little bit lately, and
any place in particular you noticed?
well, I noticed definitely in the list. You started off the first 3 items with the exact same like up and down lilt. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. It was the same lilt that you had there. So one thing that I do sometimes, if I find myself like not assigning things properly, is I almost like, how can I describe it? Almost like draw out the pitch that I want. So I've got a line. I'll put I'll imagine a little bracket up top above the words on my script, and I'll draw a line in whatever direction that I want to, shading out the tones that I take. So in the 2 decades since its founding, when I wanted to make sure that I get that, since its founding, I draw that out. Since its founding, just as a visual reminder of what I want to do there. And that might be something to try. I don't know. Because from what it seems like is you're sort of reverting back a little bit to that autopilot that we've broken you out of before. We want you back out of there. I remember when you first broke out of that, like we were hammering you quite a bit, but you did it and it sounded great. And I'd love to get back to that. So I want you to really be present with what you're saying. Think about, how you're trying to reassure somebody with this. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. You can use those tones of your voice to do the emphasis for you. Instead of having to slow down or hitting the words directly, you can use that tone of your voice for the emphasis. And I'd love to hear more of that come from you.
All right.
Because you've got a good Zone 1 read. We just need to get that, we just need to get all those tones back. More peaks and valleys in the right places, obviously.
All right. Been a while since I heard that. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
That was much better. What did everybody else think? Did you guys hear the difference in the tone assignments?
Definitely.
Yeah, the pace was better, and it didn't sound like you were at a mortuary.
Yeah, I agree. It was big improvement.
Yes, it was huge.
And I hear the kitty in the background. That's okay. You probably heard my dogs in the background too. One of them came in to say hi.
Yeah, usually about now, one's crawling on the desk.
Trying to help you out? Is that the director?
Yeah, you look back over some of the old tapes, you'll see my cat's tail swishing in front of the camera.
Or just straight up in front of the camera. But so you really started assigning those. I want you to try to recall this a little bit, but you really started assigning the voice pitches properly when you got to the list, specifically after phone call.
Yeah, that's when it started feeling a little more natural.
Yeah, you started feeling that, right? Like it started coming through a little bit more because it really came through with the read.
Yeah.
So let's do what we did with Dan. Why don't you start with every phone call, get yourself back into what that same mind, that same headspace that you were at when you were going through that, and then start over with it.
So read through the second sentence and then take it from the top?
Correct. With every phone call, start from there.
With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Very professional, very, very well done.
I like that read.
Yeah, that worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was the best.
Yeah, I like that also.
It felt different, didn't it?
It did, yeah. I think your suggestion of kind of breaking that pattern and getting, started from the middle, it worked. I liked it.
It worked very well for you. That was a really solid read. It was a very solid. I would say just do the same thing with a Zone 2, and that would be an awesome alternate to send in as well.
Sure. Okay. In the 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
Okay.
Is that a little too fast?
I wouldn't say it's a little too fast, but it definitely moved a little more friendly than I think the script would need.
Yeah.
Did anybody else hear that? Like
I agree. It was a little too bright for the subject matter.
Okay.
It was once again the Big Lots Home Care. We have.
I was trying to stay away from
aisle
the sounding.
Catheters on aisle 3.
No, you've got this you've got this depth of voice that lends itself really well to this professional feel. To that slightly more subdued read. Like obviously I wouldn't suggest pigeonholing yourself to that, but you definitely have the tone of voice that lends itself to that. So what I would suggest is to take that same feeling, that same headspace you were in with your Zone 1 read, and just back it up.
I saw a really interesting tip on a YouTube video here just like a week or so ago where the idea is hold a pen in your hand and you gesture with it, and automatically when the pen goes up, your voice goes up. And when your pen goes down, the voice goes down. And somehow it just helps.
You're
conducting yourself.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Something to try.
Yeah.
But I would say just try to get your head back into where you were with the Zone 1 reads, and just back away from the mic. I think that would just be like, that would probably put you in the right delivery for the whole thing.
In the past 2 decades since its founding, SG Home Care has provided home medical equipment and services for more than 500,000 patients. With every phone call, delivery, decision, or situation, our mission is clear. We make sure the patient is taken care of. We're a team driven to deliver personalized, quality attention and service above and beyond what's expected.
I like
Other
that.
than the added in
Very
word,
good.
fantastic.
That worked.
I really like that performance, John.
Thank you, Sherry.
All right. Well, we've gone well over time, but
Yay.
Thanks for making time for me.
no, that was you did
That was
great.
worth it.
Yes.
That's worth it to end on a high note.
Yeah, I think we had
Yes.
a really, really great discussion going, and we had some awesome reads. We had some cool breakthroughs and some discoveries. All great. This was an awesome mic check. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you all next week.
Next
All right.
week,
Bye,
Zone
guys.
3, Monster Trucks.
Bye.